Sunday. I'm getting ready for church. I'm staying at my parents' house for a few days. Actually, honestly, I don't even know how long I'm gonna be here. I have been by myself with my son at home as we've been packing and stuff like that, and my husband is away working. Right now there's 4 other people here besides me and my son, and I can't help but feel like this is exactly how it's supposed to be when you're raising somebody. I need to blow dry my hair, so before I get too involved in this conversation, let me do that or else I'm going to be late. Okay, so you know that phrase that says it takes a village? Well, guess what? I feel like the way that we live in today's time is so anti-village. Just because I washed my hair and it looks like so oily still. Maybe I didn't take out all the conditioner. I don't know. It definitely has to do with where I live. Obviously, there's other parts of the world that maybe don't feel this as much because they are surrounded by people or they live somewhere walkable, where people and life and other things are close to them. And it's even funny that I'm talking about this because I'm literally in the process of moving away further. So my hair is dry enough. I'm gonna get started on my makeup. There's some under pieces that are still a little damp, but I need to get this out of my system before I lose all of the thoughts that I have. I'm obviously moving further away, which is another conversation. It has to be done. Like, we need the space, and living where we are is literally crazy. Barely have any concealer left. It's like it is completely draining and exhausting trying to do everything by yourself when you are parenting, when you're raising a child. You're raising human life. Like, that's a lot of responsibility. It can be very taxing on the body. So when you have a baby, you obviously don't know what you're really in for. Like, you have an idea, you know the gist of things, if you've done research and that kind of stuff, but you don't know if everything is gonna go 100% perfect, or if your child is gonna have the personality that you anticipated. Like, they are their own person. They're coming out of you, but they're their own person. And we have to remember that. And this isn't anything about like my son in particular. I'm just saying in general, things can happen that are not to plan, I would say. You don't plan for certain things to happen, and sometimes they do. And so you just have to go with it. Anyways, that's like so far off from what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to say is that we need people. Raising kids by yourself is a dangerous game. Obviously, it can be done. It has been done. Many parents have been in the situation where they have no choice. It can have its negative side effects, whether it be mental, whether it be physical. It's not anything that should be casually brushed over. Like, parents really do need so much support. Even happily married couples still need support, still need help to maintain that happy marriage. They're not just mom and dad suddenly when they have a baby. Like, they're still 2 people who married each other and want to spend the rest of their lives together and still need to maintain that connection within each other. Even having somebody to watch the baby so you can spend one-on-one quality time, or if one partner is working or both partners are working, there's always going to be some form of exhaustion in the mix. And yes, I am brushing my eyebrow with this comb. It's just the first thing I saw. People need their alone time, and people need their quality time with whoever it is they need quality time with, without always feeling the constant pressure of being absolutely everything for this precious little person. I think before you become a parent, this is something that is so overlooked, or like not easily understood, because granted, if you haven't gone through it, you're not going to understand it quite as easily. But if you see it, even if you haven't gone through it yourself, but you've seen somebody else go through it, you might be able to have some sort of an understanding. It's really validating, like when somebody tells me just the hard time they had, and it's not to sound negative, it's just like, I am going to over explain myself one time just so you can understand me a little bit better and you know where I'm coming from when I speak about things. I used to be somebody who held absolutely everything in my system, like everything. If I was really happy, like I would keep that to myself, because what if I embarrass myself, like something goes wrong and then I like was silly for being happy, and it's really silly, like it's not. I don't think that way anymore. If I was really sad about something, it's like, no, this is like too much emotion to show somebody else, and so I would just keep everything for me. That did not do me any good, any justice whatsoever. I really went through a whole healing cycle and process in order to learn how to be okay with myself and my emotions. And I also had to understand that what I was feeling was literally nothing insane. I don't know why I felt like I couldn't talk about certain things. I basically was just a very emotionally closed off person, and it had its effects on me. That is why I speak so openly and bluntly about certain things, because I used to not do that. So whenever I am talking about my experience with something and I'm like, wow, this is really hard, it's not to just be negative, it's to express what I'm feeling in that moment. Because if I hold it in, then it becomes a big blow up disaster later. It's also not being honest with yourself. It's not being honest with other people around you. Being honest about your feelings with yourself helps you be honest with your feelings about other people, and also be more authentically yourself and have people understand you better. It's just win-win-win. So if I'm having a hard time, I'm gonna say it. Right now, it's not terrible. Before, it did feel terrible at times. I really was struggling at some points. I've gotten better. It's the cycle of life. You do something long enough, it becomes normal, you get used to it, you get better. It's just so much on a person when you have to do everything by yourself. And having other people in the same house as you is literally amazing. Everybody takes turns, nobody feels burnt out, nobody feels overtired. Obviously, I'm mom, so I'm the primary person, but he also feels super comfortable and loves everybody else in this house too. So I don't always have to be on 24/7. And what I was saying about people telling me about their experiences where they feel hard, I feel seen and validated, because not everybody talks about that. Anyways, people need people, parents need people, parents need help, help parents. Anyways, I'm going to finish up. My camera is about to die. I'm gonna fix my hair up a little bit more. Maybe use some dry shampoo, even though I literally just washed my hair. Because it's still, I didn't wash it good enough, apparently. I'm gonna take off the extra mascara from my eyes and put something on my lips. Thank you for listening to me, and let's see what I do next. Bruh. I'm like tripping over all the boxes on the floor. Hello. I am back at my house after staying at my parents' house, and it's still very chaotic in here. I am coming down with something. Not feeling 100%, but regardless, things need to progress. We're getting closer and closer, which is so exciting. But before we get there, we gotta finish everything here. So what I can do is finish trying to clean this oven. I think I'm gonna have to do that. I guess I can start with emptying out the dishwasher first, so that I can finally put all of the kitchen stuff away. Let's start, I guess. I just watched a labor video and wow. It was Sarah's Day labor video. I love watching labor videos. Before I had a baby, I would avoid them because they were scary. You know, you see a woman in that much pain, it's like, holy moly, I'm gonna have to go through that too. Nobody wants to go through that. But now, post baby, I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is literally amazing. And when I was pregnant, I did feel that same emotion. I did feel that same emotion when I was pregnant watching labor videos. It just make you cry. Because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm finally gonna meet my baby. But now I'm not pregnant and I'm watching this video and I have my son next to me. He's like holding my arm, and I remember going through those same feelings. Not even knowing what... Not even knowing or understanding the depths of how amazing life was about to get. And wow, being a mom is the biggest blessing. Like, what a gift. It is a superpower and so special and so amazing, and what a gift. Wow. It makes me want to have another baby. We are celebrating Thanksgiving today. I have one contact that is ripped, but because we were in the middle of moving, my replacement contacts got misplaced. Should I just take it out? If I take it out, okay, I think it's better. If I take it out, I won't have the discomfort of the scratchy kind of broken contact feeling, but I also will be very blind from one eye. Like, my vision is very bad. Either get a headache from having sight and no sight, or just a little scratchiness sometimes. So I'm gonna deal with that for as long as I possibly can. But I just shredded the cheese for the mac and cheese that I make every year. Well, actually, I'm doing a different recipe this time. I'm doing Teeny's recipe, which is very popular. Probably know what I'm talking about. But I figured I would try that this year because my mac and cheese recipe is not foolproof. Like, there's always something that could be better. So I'm gonna try hers and then just see if I can stick with that one throughout the years. I'm on a mission to transform my appearance right now. In every single video, you always see me like this. And as real as that is, I don't always want to look like this. I'm gonna start doing my hair, probably do my makeup. My mom is in the kitchen right now. That's why I'm not continuing to cook. I'm just getting a little ahead of the game by shredding the cheese. I ended up taking one contact out. My eyes were just like very much bothering me. I am in the middle of making the famous mac and cheese. And I'm gonna get this right. I'm adding my salt in here, my seasonings, black pepper, garlic powder. Wait, I just want to get some. So half the seasoning. 1, 2, 3. I should have had everything ready. Okay. Okay. Tell me, does it need anything? Happy Thanksgiving. Good? Does it need anything?
I don't know.
Tastes flavorful? Tastes like seasoned cheese? Okay, that's what it is basically. gonna teach me a TikTok dance. What's the song? I don't know. So first step. Why are we low-key mashing but not really? Oh, it's like, oh. Maybe like, ow, oh, ow. Okay, I'm gonna go like.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell.
Oh. Sorry. It goes like this, and then you gotta go like. I don't know. I'm not good at dance. Oh, especially TikTok. Okay, I got it. Talk dancing. What are you doing? Moving your whole body? That was so. I don't know how to look cool. Yeah, you did that part, dude.
It's moving day, or at least we thought it was. You see, the plans have changed.
So this is my official announcement to my family about big changes coming in our life.
We're moving in with you guys! Yeah, if I don't laugh, I will cry, which I have already. Basically, our plans for this big move have paused. We are no longer planning to move where we are moving. Very recently, there was a very devastating loss in our family, and it did not make sense to move hours away from them during this time, especially after this happened. What's really important for us right now is to just be close to our immediate family. And moving hours away does not align with that. We made the decision to cancel the lease 2 days before our lease would have begun. Considering the circumstances, I have so much peace with this decision, but I'm obviously still sad about everything in general. We're staying with my parents right now until we figure out the next step, and we will have to retrieve all of our stuff from our storage unit, but this is very hard, and we are just trying to be as present as we can be, finding joy and happiness in the little moments as we grieve. We're still planning to move. We don't have an exact date anymore, but we obviously need this, and we're taking it one day at a time. This is not something anybody can prepare for, just trusting that maybe we are meant to be here, and things will come together in a way we couldn't even imagine.
So y'all just gonna sleep on the couch for the rest of your life? Well, maybe we could get an air mattress or something.
If I look exhausted, it's because I literally am. This has just been so much. This is like how I said in my video, nobody can plan for this. We're taking it one day at a time, but also trying to replan our future. We kind of had it figured out and then it changed. I have lost all control of the situation, so I'm just like fully trusting God and like trying to release that control that I find so much comfort in, kind of just let it be. I'm obviously still sad. I'm feeling a little bit frustrated at the fact that things are so different So now we're restructuring ourselves, trying to figure out what the next step is. I'm also trying to just trust the process, even though it's hard. I'm gonna try to make the best of just being here, you know, in every part of life that seems bad, there's always good in the mix. Like, there's always little moments of joy, and this is why it's extremely important to find joy in the little things, because you're gonna have the little things for the rest of your life. Every single day you're gonna have little things. You're gonna be able to find something that keeps you joyful and keeps you happy every single day. If you only focus on the big things, then you're not gonna be joyful, you're not gonna be happy all the time. That's where I'm at, trying to find, actively looking for the positives, even through my frustration and my sadness, because they're there, and I'll only see them if I look for them. I encourage you to do the same if you're also going through a difficult time. Not to end this video off on a sad note, it's just like, this is what's happening right now. I guess you'll just have to keep updated, because I don't know. So how are you gonna know? So thank you so much for watching. I deeply appreciate you watching and spending time with me and hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful day.